It's the Daily Doug.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Daily Doug. Thanks for being with me today. My friends, on today's episode, we are coming back to Van Halen for the second side of 5150. I am very happy that you are here. On Monday, we heard all of side one, and we're finishing the album today. I am very happy to be getting back into Van Halen. We haven't heard very many pieces by them on the channel throughout the life of the channel, and I'm trying to make amends for that. I have heard all of their first album, which I very much enjoyed. We've heard a smattering of some of their earlier hits, but before Monday, we had never heard any music from Van Halen with Sammy Hagar as the frontman. And I really enjoyed the side of music, and I'm eager to get to side two because I don't think I know any of the songs on this side, friends. I did know Why Can't This Be Love and Dreams from side one, but I don't recognize any of the four titles on side two. Well, I recognize the title track because it's 5150, but I don't know what it sounds like. And yeah, even though two of these songs were singles, I still don't think that I know them. So it's going to be a lovely listen. Last week, this album, 5150, their seventh album, celebrated its 40th anniversary. It was released on March 24th of 1986, and it became the first of four Van Halen albums to feature Sammy Hagar on lead vocals, and I very much enjoyed side one. Some of the arrangements weren't quite my favorite, but the songwriting I think was all very solid, especially those two singles. So I'm really eager to hear what they did on side two. So let's get to it. We've got Sammy Hagar on lead and backing vocals, Eddie Van Halen on guitar, keyboards, and backing vocals. I can say that. Michael Anthony is on bass guitar and backing vocals, and Alex Van Halen is on the drums. We start out with Best of Both Worlds. This was the last song on the album that was released as a single, and the words, as I look at the lyrics, on the surface, seem to be focused on a relationship. But when I read in, I saw that a secondary meaning is Sammy's hopeful outlook on his future with Van Halen at this particular time. He's just getting started with the band, and he's hoping that the band's previous material and fans of the early work of the band can have the best of both worlds as the band continues with him as their lead singer. You can love the old stuff. We hope you love the new stuff. Maybe it'll be the best of both worlds. That's what I read. And it makes sense to me. If I was Sammy and I was coming into a big time band like this, I'd be hoping the same thing. You know, I don't want to cause a holy war or anything like that. I just want to sing some great rock and roll music with some really great musicians. And I hope that the fans come along for the ride. So I think that's where he's going. And like I said, friends, I don't think that I've ever heard it. So let's change that right now and listen to it. Best of Both Worlds from Van Halen. Here we go. No synthesizer there. Nice groove to start out.
It's not enough to fill me up. I need more than
Get a little bit of Eddie's rhythm playing here.
everything this life can give me. Hey, 'cause sometimes it's not enough.
Sounds like they're in A.
Oh, baby.
and using
Close your eyes.
subtonic along the way.
Everything we dreamed. It's not work.
It's not work.
Something makes it work. Oh, now let the magic do the work for you. 'Cause honey, something reached out and touched me.
Yeah.
Now I know. Oh, I want the best.
That was cool. There's Michael in the background just ripping it up on backing vocals again. I've been really impressed with him.
In a gallery, fallen angel look a lot like you. We forget where we come from. Sometimes I had a dream, it was really you. Something reached out and touched
Latest
me.
Soul.
Now I know. I want the best.
And somehow we stay in the key. I gotta figure that out. But we do some modal mixture there for the pre-chorus, that's for sure. A little bit of Heaven. Up a step.
Well, you don't have to die and go to heaven or hang around to be born again. Just tune in to what this place has got to offer, 'cause we may
Never be here again. Just tune in, y'all. This is a banger. I like it. A little bit of heaven, right here on earth. Now I'm curious how they're going to finish it. Just going to ease us out. They're going to be like, okay, now you have the best of both worlds. You got a hard rockin' tune, but we're going to let you off easy. Enjoy the rest of your day, friends. That first song of an album really, really is effective. Is it? First song of a side. It could have been the first song of the album, and it would have been really, really great. But I'll take it. I'll take it here. That was fun, friends. I heard it in A, and when they got to the chorus, I heard like an F chord come out of nowhere going down to E. It's latest Soul in that key, and it's from A's minor key, not A's major key. So they're just flipping around in the different modes that go off of that key, and that was quite a lovely little harmonic twist to that really sturdy rock and roll tune. I'm in, y'all. Let's keep going. Love Walks In is our second song, and it's the third single that was released from the album. It's a power ballad from what I read, and apparently it was the very first song that the band wrote with Sammy newly on board. It peaked at number 4 on the Billboard Rock chart and at number 22 on the Hot 100. And again, I don't think I know it. friends. So let's hear it. Let's hear what it sounds like. This is Love Walks In from Van Halen. Here we go. There's the synthesizers. And it's the same key as why can't, no, as sounds like it. I was thinking the same key as Dreams. Now it's not. 3, 4, 5, so. But they're in the minor key. They're in relative minor. Sneaky new key. Well, there it is. C over E. La, the A minor, F, G. Then it flips back, they take away the B flat again. That's the only difference, the one note in that scale. And it gets them back to C. I've never heard this. And if you would have told me it was Van Halen, wouldn't have guessed that. To A minor, to La, Fa. Key change. They're doing the same progression in both C major and F major throughout the song. I like it. Back in F, but they're on the D minor chord, right? To my master, I become a slave till we meet again some other day. I like this one too. Really lovely sound. Great backing vocals. Pull the string, baby. I'll be your puppet. and they end in F major. They've been in C in that song. They've been in F. They've been in D minor. They've been all over the place. It's more progressive than you think if you really listen hard. What a cool tune that is. Yeah, I would have put that out as a single. So in in verse 3, oh, sleep and dream, that's all I crave. I travel far across the Milky Way. To my master, I become a slave till we meet again some other day, where silence speaks as loud as war. Earth returns to what it was before. He's comparing the personification of love. Love walks in, right? Love comes walking in. The personification of love as an alien presence, right? As he goes across the Milky Way. Like the alien presence just waited for an opening and then just presented itself fully formed within your brain, within your senses. And Sammy's singing, where silence speaks as loud as where Earth returns to what it was before. And then everything is going to be okay again. So I read that Sammy is a true believer in extraterrestrial life. And I need to read up more on that. I find that quite interesting. So there you go, friends. That was... excuse me, Love Walks In. Next up is the title track, 5150. And as I read the lyrics to this one, it's another relationship song. It's about two folks in a relationship, and one person is feeling like they're giving all they can, and the other person is seemingly always dissatisfied. And they keep saying that they'll meet their partner halfway. They're looking for a reciprocation. They're looking for their partner to buy in as much as they are, to put forth the same type of energy, I believe. The title also apparently comes from the name or the number of a California state law that allows law enforcement officers to temporarily put someone in a psychiatric ward if they deem them to be of potential harm to themselves or other people. And I really don't know how that comes into context within the song, but I'm going to listen and I'm going to see what I think. And if I don't catch it, maybe y'all will tell me. But either way, I do want to hear it because I don't think that I've ever heard it previously. This is the title track. It's 5150, and it's from Van Halen. Here we go. What key is that in? That's a D flat. To an E flat. Flat key. I'm not used to hearing a song in 5 flats in a driving rock and roll context. Love it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, A flat. This is my favorite part of the song. This little groove.
Just trying to please you all the time.
Or flat 7 to 1.
Myself, no conditions. Going wide, running wrong,
Or
feeling lost, not alone.
what key are they going to now?
Always one more.
Sneaky, aren't they? Take Alex.
It's only one for me. So I draw the line.
Woo.
Meet you halfway when you're down low.
So why draw the line and why meet you halfway when you don't know what that means? Okay. Step aside for Ed. So that's in B flat, the minor now. Yeah. Still, it's where they're starting, but it still sounds like 4 to me because they're going to a major chord right above it. One,
Always one more. You're never satisfied. Whichever one for all with you, it's only one for me. So I draw the line. Meet you halfway when you're down low. What day?
Yeah. Seems like a just futility, you know, to try that. If they don't know what that means, they're willing. They're willing to meet you. Sammy agrees. Somebody touched Sammy in a very inappropriate way. Did you hear that note? Holy crap. I didn't know you had it in you, Sammy. Well, maybe that was the law enforcement taking him to the psychiatric hold. I don't know how that fits into that song, y'all. What does the California law have to do with that song? The chorus, always one more, you're never satisfied, share one for all with you. It's only one for me. Share one for all with you. It's only one for me. So why draw the line and meet you halfway when you don't know what that means? I'm committed. Maybe that's it. I'm fully committed. You know, put me in the straitjacket. I'm fully committed. I'm going to give everything to this relationship. So why aren't you meeting me halfway? Come on. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Either way, more sly songwriting from the band. And so far on this side, I think a more effective balance between the hard driving sounds and the guitar driven sounds that early fans of Van Halen are accustomed to, mixed in with the new vocal color and the synthesizers, that 80s touch, right? I think it's so far, these 3 songs, it's been very effective, the interplay and the balance. here. That's been really great. So one more song before we go, friends. It's called Inside. It's one that I did not find much information about at all. So I just have the lyrics to go on. And as I read the lyrics, the song is about the differences in the way that we are on the inside versus the ways that we present ourselves to the outside world. Or it's how people will instantly judge us or come to some preconceived idea of who we are and what we're about just based on superficial things like our appearance, instead of getting to know us and making a determination of who we are via our thoughts and our actions and our communication and all of that. So let's hear it. Let's finish out the album. It is called Inside, and it is from Van Halen. Here we go. Attention.
Man, what kind of crap is this?
I don't know what kind of...
I thought it was really going to be different this time, and it is.
Guys, the song has started. Tune in, Van Halen. Guys, pay attention. Where do you get those clothes out of your closet? You mean my wife's closet? Big solid D minor. I love the synth of the bass too. Don't let this get around to the outside.
It's
Listen.
not what you are, you see, it's how you dress. 'Cause that's one thing I learned from these guys, I must confess. I mean, look, I got this job not just being myself. I went out, I bought brand new shoes, now I walk like someone else. Maybe I'm crazy or just too high.
Maybe I'm crazy or just too high.
This here can't be worth my piece of the pie.
Sit around just getting high. Wow! He's trying to sound like Dave. Is he? Is this his Dave impression? Sitting around just getting high, temporarily pacified. He's like, my name's not Dave, but I still have mojo, friends. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He doesn't feel so good. Also has a bit of a Pink Floyd vibe, you know? You don't get your pudding if you don't eat your meat, friends. On the inside. got all the lyrics here so I can read all of what they're saying. Nice. Yeah. Little half-step motion in there. Somebody's cackling in the background. Maybe that was the part where we were in a cave arguing with the Pict. And the April Fool's Day portion of the broadcast, because it is April 1st today, y'all. What the hell kind of song was that? It didn't feel like the rest of the album. The bass was completely different. It was the sound of the bass was completely different. The personality that the band puts forth in a track like this, it's really interesting. So is Sammy trying to be like Dave? Now listen here, it's not what you are, it's how you dress. Because the one thing I've learned from these guys, I must confess. Now, me, look, I got this job not just being myself. I went out, bought some brand new shoes. Now I walk like someone else. Maybe I'm crazy or just too high, but all this can't be worth my piece of the pie. Huh. So I understand the difference between who we might be on the inside and the version of us that we might show to the world. I also understand uh, the idea or the desire to not be judged superficially, right? I also understand the world of an entertainer, and the persona of an entertainer that we show the world may not be your actual personality. It may not reflect who you are in your private life. I'm just not sure how all of it comes together with the point of view. Like I said, I didn't really find much on this song background wise as I read in. And I tend to do that, friends. Every time I do a reaction, whether it's just one song or an album that's in this case got 9 different songs, I try to look into each of the 9 songs, not only for their lyrics, if there are any, but for any stories or quips or contextual information that can help me to learn the piece, learn the song more fully as I can while I'm here spending time on it, because I don't know when I'll get back to it. I want to remember as much as I can. I want to learn as much as I can. Right? When we're doing intentional listening like this, it's not like we're just turning the radio on and chilling, and the sounds that come on we may be paying attention to, or we may just have on in the background while we're sipping a cold one or having a conversation with a friend. It's a different type of listening. We are engaging in intentional listening. We're in front of the painting and we're paying close attention to what it's trying to convey to us, what the artist is trying to tell us. It's a whole different way of engaging with art, isn't it? And the way that I do these here on the Daily Doug, it's just something that I learned along the way when I was going through my studies. As a classically trained musician, I did my undergraduate, I did my master's degree, I've got a doctorate in music, and there's a bunch of pieces. There's a bunch of symphonies and cantatas and oratorios and operas and string quartets and sonatas and concertos and all that information. And when you are a trained person who's taken the time to learn all that stuff, or a lot of that stuff, as much as you can, um, you're expected to know the repertoire, right? So we would have drop the needle, what they used to call them, right? Now it's pick the moment in the digital track, but they would drop the needle on a side of a record, and it would be in the middle of a symphony movement, and you'd have to go, ah, yeah, okay, yeah, that's the second movement from Beethoven 7, which is one of my favorite symphonies of all time. But you'd have to go, yeah, I remember that theme or that key or that instrumentation, and or that harmonic language can help me place it in a particular era if I've studied properly, all of that. And we would be expected to know this material, and as a person that did not come from a musical family, we weren't listening to symphonies around the radio as a young person. I was listening to Joe Buck call the Cardinals games on the radio as a kid. So it's just a whole different way of listening, and doing all of this specifically and intentionally like this is how I came to try to learn as much about a piece of music as I could on the very first listen, so that I could retain as much as I can. And so that's what I'm kind of showing when I do these. Y'all, in case you were interested, you're like, Doug, we don't care. What about Van Halen? So let's talk about Van Halen. What should be next for me from this band? I kind of skipped, y'all. I've heard Van Halen 1, but I skipped Van Halen 2. As I look at it, I don't see any songs on there that really spark a memory. The same goes with their third album, Women and Children First. With their fourth album, Fair Warning, I think the only song that I know is Mean Street. We've featured that on the channel before. Then there's Diver Down, which looks like it's got some covers that I may know. And then 1984, the big one with David Lee Roth, the last one with David Lee Roth. The next one after this one is OU 812. It was released a year later, 1988. For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge is perhaps the album from Van Halen that I personally know the best. It came out in 1991. I remember Pound Cake and Right Now and Run Around and Top of the World. Just a cool album, right? So that would be fun to listen to with all of y'all here. I'm just not sure where to go, because obviously we're not going in chronological order, so we get to take our pick. Maybe I'll do a YouTube poll and see where the audience wants to go, and then we'll do a similar thing. We'll do side one, side two. Their albums aren't extremely lengthy, so we can handle a half of an album side in a single episode pretty well. So with that, friends, I will bid you adieu for today and say thank you for hanging out with me. I really enjoyed this side. I think it cohesively worked as a side of music, perhaps better than side one. I think I like the singles from side one better. But I need to hear these again. I need to hear these again because they really did speak to me as we were listening. So I enjoyed myself. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I appreciate your time and your participation and your support. So thanks, everybody. We will see you next time on another edition of the Daily Doug.